there's actually 2 moons. This is the first time we've seen 2 moons in this game, you know? And again, it's not really made clear what like the planetary makeup of the Dragon Kingdoms is, or if indeed we're exploring a real planet here. And the fact that this is the Dreamweaver's world kind of implies that all these worlds we're exploring are not real worlds, but dream worlds, you know? And they're delightful. Now, we have these crazy chicken manatees here as an enemy. Just because, you know, chicken manatees. Why not? This is pretty fun, right? Got a big Gnorc. He's got metal armor. Can't do anything to him. Except I can pop his balloon. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Come on, get over here. There you go. Alright. Now, I think I could go over here. I think I'm going to do that. This is one of those levels that kind of goes in 2 different branches. I need a key. Oh, hey. Fairy that I just freed. It's fun. We do have an extra life little basket over here. Don't really need it, but we're going to take it. Okay, so we have 1 fairy. Oh, no! We have those little devil cupids in this level, too. Now, it's interesting to note that each world kind of has its own set of enemies, right? And we'll see those enemies repeated, you know, throughout that world, you know, as a mimetic representation. You know, we'll see those little devil enemies in multiple levels. We'll see fools in multiple levels in the Dream World, but we don't have any crossover between the worlds, right? We never find an enemy that we encountered in the Artisan's home world in the Dreamweaver's levels, you know? I think it's very interesting.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
Thanks, buddy. I think part of what makes that so interesting is that it's hard for me to remember a game that really does that, you know? I mean, if we compare it to a game like, you know, Resistance, for example. You might fight stronger versions of the same enemy, but up until the very last level, you're fighting the same hybrids that you've been fighting since the very first level, you know? That's kind of a common thread in game development, is that, you know, you select a certain, you know, cadre of enemies that you kind of make repeat appearances throughout the game. But here... Oh, he got me! Here we actually have unique enemies for every world. Alright. Lofty Castle is a very fun level for many reasons, partially just because it's so visually stunning. But also, it does some fun stuff with the different paths that you can take. It can be a little disorienting in some ways to see, alright, where am I? That looks like where I just started from. That was the start of the level. And I took the path to the left here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with everything I can find to the left. And then we'll see what we have. Alright. Now we're on top of this little ballast here. And if we're clever, we can time this. No, no, no! We're not clever at all! It's okay, there's some treasure in here I need to collect anyway. We have this round structure that we're in, right? And you can see there's plenty of fairies that are being imprisoned by these Gnorcs. Just gotta let them go. And there's the 3 fairies rescued. They should be able to activate this whirlwind for me. Thanks, ladies.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
Again with the supercharge. I guess I was wrong when I said that Treetops was the last supercharge level. They've been using it pretty well throughout. Now, before I take this out of here, I want to hop down, just make sure that I've gotten all the treasure in this particular castle. Because this is one of those levels that's so wide and sprawling, and there's so many subsections, that if you miss a little bit of treasure in one place, like right here, then you might be at the end of the level being, you know, scratching your head. Where could that last bit of treasure possibly be, you know? You really need to explore every nook and cranny as you're going through. The world of Spyro is such a magical world, such a, I'd almost even say carefree, you know? It's very whimsical. That's a lot of fun. I'd like to see that come back more in game development. Whee! I think that's all that we need to use the supercharge for. Yeah, and now we can drop down and open up this chest here. Hooray! And might as well go ahead and get Sparks a little butterfly. It's interesting that they chose to go with butterflies as Sparks' snack, you know? And it makes sense that Sparks' friend, Spyro's friend is a dragonfly, right? Because he's a dragon. That's cute, you know? But I wonder who had the idea. It's like, oh, you know what he should eat? He should eat butterflies. I guess maybe, like, again, they're just kind of playing on, you know, the word pun there. It's like, oh, well, butter's a food, right? So, alright. No, sir! I'm too quick for ya. And tons of these little bomb crates in this level. So colorful. It's fun that, you know, even though a lot of the earlier levels kind of, they resembled real environments, although they certainly played with it. They didn't play it straight. Here, we've kind of just abandoned any pretense of realism whatsoever. You know, like I said, with these impossible skies, like, this kind of sky does not exist in the real world, ever, you know? And, but we're getting to see it here, and it's beautiful. Hey, I'm back over here for some reason. That's not where I meant to be. I wanted to go over there. Well, I guess I will explore what my options are here, then. Oh, maybe I haven't gone this way yet. Have I? I can't remember. Oh, that's right. I went to the left, and here I'm going to go to the right. Alright, I don't think I can reach this Gnorc's balloon. No, I have to get up there first. Shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you for releasing me.
He certainly has some big wings. Alright, there's Fairy Free. I got a couple of whirlwinds I can use here. This one goes to the left. I just can't get over how beautiful the skyline is when we take it in here. There we go. And again, I know it's low fidelity. I mean, these, there's less polygons in these levels than there are bones in the human body, you know. But there's a certain kind of beauty to that, you know. I think that you know, we've commonly accepted that there's you know, a love for old retro games, the old 8-bit era, you know, and that those games can still be beautiful even today, you know. Because we still see 8-bit art, we still see, you know, 8-bit just love letters, you know. But this particular generation, you know, back when the N64 was the top console, I don't think that that's been as accepted in the mainstream yet. I think that's a lot. I think it's just a generational thing. I think that you know, as time goes by and more gamers from my era start becoming a little nostalgic, we'll start seeing maybe a resurgence in these old you know, 64-bit video games. Because as it is now, there's kind of a dead space. You know, we have. We still have gamers, you know, especially independent gamers, making, you know, 8-bit titles, you know, as fun little throwbacks, you know. And we have the AAA developers